Hi guys, you're tuning in to BBZ Reviews, where three vastly different individuals with varying technical backgrounds come together to share their thoughts on movies, films, and everything in between. Okay, welcome back to BBZ Reviews, guys.
Hello.
So we have today,
As usual,
we
we have
B
Boomer, Kaz.
Boomer Salihin.
and Zoomer Shannon.
And today we will be reviewing not an old classic, but an old film. A bit belated review.
Not
lah.
old film
It's not an old film. lah.
It's a new
2016.
film.
2016. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a bit belated review, but why I choose this film? Okay, I chose this film.
What film?
What film? Train to Busan.
Busan.
Busan. Train to Busan. Why? Finally, I chose this film. Because, believe it or not, this is probably the second zombie film that I watched. The first one was by accident and curiosity. After that, I totally tell myself, why am I wasting time watching zombie films and zombie series? Walking Dead, whatever,
What was your first then?
I can't remember, but I think
Night of the Living Dead?
I'm not
That's
too
the very
sure,
first one.
Seriously, I can't remember. But I know I did watch one. Then just to find out what's the big deal about zombie. How what is a zombie anyway, right? So anyway, after that I stopped watching, and then I relented because Train to Busan got so
many
much good
reviews,
reviews globally.
Yeah.
I said, okay, Train to Busan it is. And then it's Korean, right? So maybe the Korean got some secret sauce into it that, make it into a palatable zombie film.
Okay. So before we dive into it, did you know that in Korea itself, it wasn't
A big.
wasn't considered a zombie film.
Then was it considered
Then what is
as
it?
just a film, a horror film?
Pandemic film?
Slice of
No.
life.
But the reason
So
is
morbid.
solely marketing purpose. Because
Right.
prior to Train to Busan, zombie films never made it in Korea. So they didn't want to call it zombie film.
Sorry, what did they
It's
call it
a-
again?
They never promote it as a zombie
Like,
film.
what did they promote it as? You said I lost it.
Pandemic?
Pandemic.
No. It's
Pandemic.
yeah. And
Okay.
it's before COVID.
Actually, it is a
Yeah,
pandemic.
it is.
It is
Yeah,
a
I mean,
pandemic.
many 28 days later, Danny Boyle film. It is also. I don't remember they being saying zombie, and
Right.
also zombie. Okay, now zombie is a genre already. It's part of horror, but it's many of them are not scary at all.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking. I
yeah.
think the reason why those zombie films don't fly is because it's not very realistic. Like, I mean, how can you make zombies realistic? But it's not believable.
That's my reason why
right?
I don't watch zombie.
Right, it's just boring.
What is there? Yeah, right, people biting. But you're right. In the film, when they're making announcements
Yep.
on TV, they never mention
Zombie. Yeah,
attacks,
yeah.
right?
Actually, I think that's what makes it more realistic or believable. Like
Because the people at that time when it's happening, they do not know it's
Yeah,
zombie
yeah.
attack, right? They don't watch Walking Dead and other stuff.
In that
real life.
universe, there's
Yeah.
no such thing
Yeah.
as zombie. I guess.
True, but do you like the film Train to Busan?
Yeah. I like
You like it?
Yeah,
You?
yeah.
You like
Thanks
it?
for giving me an opportunity to watch
I mean, I like it as is. Definitely, personal taste wise, I like films that make me think more. But it definitely made me cry.
Do you watch this when it was released in 2016?
I did. But it was so
okay.
long ago. I can't remember.
You didn't.
No,
Neither did I, right? But we watched because of this
Netflix
review.
only. Yeah.
And it's on Netflix. So you think that it is a good film?
It is a good film. Just because I cried doesn't mean it's good. But I did cry. I did cry. I just cry. I cry a lot when it comes to
Where?
films. At the end,
At the end lah.
Come on,
Where-
you don't tell
which
me you don't get a
part?
bit attached to the guy. Like so poor thing. Then he yeah, at the back of the train. Oh,
Yeah,
that killed me. That
yeah,
killed
yeah.
me. That definitely killed me.
So
Oh, you mean the father?
the father and then the kid singing that song.
Yeah.
I will see
No, no.
you again. Nah, 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 right?
Actually, Train to the Busan, right? It's the kind of film that you would watch. It would be good, obviously, in the cinema. Because it's so action packed.
yes.
Yeah.
Right? That's the main
Okay.
moving point.
Right. So for me, why is it difficult for me to watch a zombie film? Because it just doesn't make sense, like you mentioned. No matter what you're trying to tell, the understories, subtext plots, or whatever, it is still people running around biting each other, and it's hard for me to feel even sad
Yeah.
when the bigger premise is the father became a zombie and then leave the poor child
I get what
behind.
you mean.
Okay, that's I understand your point, but at one time I stopped watching zombie film, but before that I have been watching a lot because I just loved the first one, George A. Romero, Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, and
Okay.
because of that tradition started by Romero, zombie is always reflection of something else, not just zombie. Like
In what sense?
it's a social commentary usually.
Right.
Like
Meaning the genre, not the zombie itself, right?
no, zombie is implied with another meaning.
Or the figure of the
yeah,
zombie.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
means
Okay, okay,
something
okay.
else,
Yeah,
but
in
it's
different
reflected
films.
or shown as zombie.
Yeah. So when I watch zombie film, my first interest is like, what is this film implying?
Actually
zombie
about.
as? Yeah.
Okay. So it Train
Okay.
to Busan. What is it that you?
I think it's the ethnic division and the class division.
Right.
In Korea, rich gets super rich, and a lot of middle class, but their middle class is lower salary income than Singapore middle class. And also the Korea is separated into north and
And
south.
north and south. Okay.
So and also there are like a lot of different example of so-called class of people on the train itself.
Yep.
Yeah. So like homeless guy or
The corporate guy.
corporate-
corporate
yeah.
guy, fund manager,
Fund
the
manager.
protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the young, which was
The baseballers.
baseball,
Yeah.
baseball
Baseball
kids.
team, yeah.
I think they're the ones like the hero and more, what do you call that, caring to the other passengers, right?
Right,
From the
right.
beginning, they
Yeah,
were like
yeah.
fighting with the rest. Come on, this
Yeah,
way, that
yeah.
way. Whereas the older ones,
The train
Oh, yeah,
conductor,
especially the bus.
actually.
the bus owner, right?
Owner,
The
Yeah.
corporate
company
guy,
owner,
like,
yeah,
what-
yeah.
True.
Oh, he's a antagonist.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
So internationally, Train to Busan got a lot of good reviews, right? They say it's a good film. Now, going to Rotten Tomatoes, right? Some of the reviews internationally, it could not be done better. They pulled no punches with this movie. Train to Busan is horror as it should be, intelligent fun, and celebrating life with every mad twist and new take on death that it can find. Other ones, Yeon Sang-Ho, the director, concocts something here that is uniquely gripping and emotional. By its finale, Train to Busan becomes an entry into the zombie entourage that is compelling and full of non-stop action, sure to bring your blood pressure up. These are all international critics, yeah,
Right,
not Koreans or not Asians, yeah, judging from the faces and the names. lah. Train to Busan defies the notion that all has been said and done when it comes to zombies.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
I agree with some of them, like it is a non-stop action thing,
Yes.
and it's quite well paced.
Very well.
Right.
I love the way in the beginning how the important characters are introduced. It was
Right.
Yes,
very
yes,
nice and
yes.
Smooth.
like yeah,
Right?
like old lady sisters just eating boiled egg and like
Yeah.
just camera goes, then we know everyone already.
It's like the kind of film that, like, nothing much actually happens. In terms of fictional time, it's kind of short. It's just a train ride, right? But so much happens in that time, in a sense.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Do you guys feel that it is a Korean-made film? Or do you guys feel that it
What?
can be as a Hollywood film after watching or while watching it?
What does a Korean film entail? Is my question.
Okay. The actor?
Like to you.
The actor?
Yeah.
The way he's like, nicely combed hair, very crisp white shirt and a jacket and sleek phone. To me, a lot of Korean dramas and films
Tend to show
depict
that.
kind of part of society.
Okay.
Very
I know
well.
what you're talking about the corporate. They call it the
Yeah.
the chaebol. You know, like the
chaebol,
first gen,
the
second gen
conglomerate.
kids of the
You know, when I see that kind of setting, and it really reminds me of a Korean drama or a film.
Okay. To me, though our language faces very similar Japanese and Korean, the biggest difference I feel from Korean production to Japanese is the way they convey their emotion,
Right.
especially when they are sad.
Okay.
They scream their sadness out.
Scream.
Yeah.
The Koreans.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
In Japanese, sobbing and try to suppress the sadness
the
into
evasion
themselves.
to a certain extent, right?
Yeah. So that's very different, and that's how make me feel that this is very Korean. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's necessarily just a Korean condition or just like a normal human. Like, I would scream. To me,
Yeah, but somehow the way they show emotion is uniquely Korean to me.
Okay.
Are they like a bit vocal more?
I think
They
so.
are very
They're quite
vocal.
loud.
Yeah.
Just like I don't think it's anymore. If you know, Taiwanese funeral, they employ crying lady to emphasize
lady, yes.
emphasize the emotion of the sadness.
Yeah.
Which happens in Korea as well. I heard. So maybe that kind of cultural difference. Yeah.
I know for like Japanese films, they always leave things unsaid. The silence itself says a lot. Right?
That's
Yeah. So I get what you mean by that difference also.
Do you feel the character development or progression as the film goes by?
Yeah, I think that's the thing that propels the film forward.
Yes.
Yes,
You
because
see
some of these
people
especially the
changing, right?
protagonist.
Yeah.
Because some of these critics mention, the emotional part of the film
Yes.
is very different from any other zombies where it's just zombie
I
chasing
see.
people. But this one, there's that development of the little kid, the mom, and the guy that eventually becomes good and then, dies, which I think I saw it coming.
Yeah.
When the first part, okay, this guy is going to be good at the end of the show. Is the father to the
Yes,
daughter.
of course, yeah,
But he
yeah.
can't be like, from that becomes worse. Right? He
yeah.
has to become better.
He starts from a very bad place in a
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. And then, of
Yeah.
course, he's going to die. And what
Very
else?
selfish
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, typical, right? The character. And they contrasted it so much with those boys with the baseball bats and the girl, caring so much for the other
the big
passengers.
Yeah.
The big dude,
Yeah.
right?
No,
The
very
big dude,
happy.
people thought he's a bad guy, right? Because he told the girl, hey, go to the other toilet. Go to the other
Yeah.
toilet, right? But in the end, he was
He's just scared of his wife.
yeah.
That's one thing I feel is very important for this film, at least. Like, you see, like, when people are at their wits' end, the worst situations, like, what, like, part of themselves the most, like, prominent, you know? Like, the train conductor is a horrible person. Like,
The driver or the one in blue jacket?
No, the bus company
the
owner, right?
antagonist. The
Bus
antagonist,
company owner.
Is he the bus company owner?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
a bus, right? It's a train.
A bus. He's not from.
He's
nothing
he's
to do
the
with
rider.
this
Like
train.
KTS. Oh, he's nothing to do with this train. Then why was he
Yeah.
conducting it in the beginning? Did I lose?
In beginning.
He was the one giving orders because he
Yeah,
feels that he
he was
knows
giving-
more. He
Yeah, he's
calls
got
his
social
companies-
status and
Correct. He's a
Yeah.
corporate guy. That's why
Yeah.
he keeps calling people.
Oh, right.
His
Okay,
company in
okay.
other parts of Korea. Say, is this clear? Is this good?
Right, so I
That's why
got
he
it
knows,
wrong.
right? He knows the
Yeah, but he's a shitty person.
thing. But you think
Really a
after
shitty
watching
person.
it, right? I was thinking, right? What if you change the zombies
Mm-hmm.
to maybe other crises like terrorists and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
The storyline can still continue.
Yep. North
Right?
Korean armies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Yeah.
right? The crisis on the train and the train just moves
Yep.
from one end to the other, but it just changed the crisis, not zombies, but some other form of bad people. It can still happen actually. The stories
can,
can
I guess,
Visually not, but
visually not. Yeah.
but I guess like by using zombies, you completely detach yourselves from the zombies. So your entire attention is
Right,
on
right,
the
right,
people
right,
who are living,
You are
not the
very
living
correct.
dead.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So you are
that's
left.
the focus.
that's
You are
one,
focusing on the
Yeah.
subtext, on the subplot. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one. How to say merit of using zombie in the film.
Yeah.
Because when the antagonist appears and if he has enough backstory, people may not get into protagonist so much
Correct,
as
correct.
much. Yeah. Zombie, we can
You're like,
forget it. you know.
Okay. Yeah. You don't even.
Somehow we know there's no cure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow we know it was gonna end with a lot of death, gore, and whatever, right?
That's your end if you
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the zombie part of the story. But what about the stories that they are beneath it? Right? You know, what happens? Do they actually get to see the kid's mother that they're going to go?
Oh yeah.
Right? Do they actually reach Busan? Because the whole premise is that train got to reach Busan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then what happens to the pregnant lady?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So everybody, I think that two stories everybody's looking up for: the pregnant lady and this kid. Is she going to make it to see the mom?
Personally, I like that they cut it there though. That
Yeah?
they cut it there. Like they don't let us see what goes on after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked for me without knowing what happened to them. Yeah.
Yeah. But I actually
or the mother of the protagonist over the phone.
yeah.
Her voice acting is good enough that we can tell that she's turning into zombie already. Then the hang up. So it's not shown, but we
Yeah.
know what happened
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
Is the guy a bit stoic, a bit emotionless?
Protagonist?
Purposely,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think
Intentionally.
so.
No, when even the mother over the other side, he's like,
Yeah.
I think he knows he gotta keep it in for his daughter.
yeah, either that or being a corporate fund manager,
Emotionally stunted.
a bit
Yeah.
cold-hearted. Even
Yeah.
when and because of that, it works for him in that situation because he's not that scared of what he's saying, but he's trying to solve it, right? And look, they can't open the door. They don't know how to open.
Yeah.
They won't attack
No,
because they can't see us.
panicking or
Yeah,
what.
right.
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah.
panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, without him, they would have all died lah. Him and the buff husband.
Yeah. What did you think of the time difference of turning into zombie?
Oh my god, I have so much to say about that. I wanted
You
to
are a
say
zombie expert now.
no. So right,
Some are
Instant.
instantly,
Yeah.
some are not.
I guess they can get away with saying that people have different bodies. Their blood flow, whatever
Immune system.
things go different in everyone's body.
I think, right, if you look carefully, the one that becomes zombie a bit later is just like a scratch.
Same here, same
a
here.
bite.
Yeah,
And
Is
it,
it?
it develops slow. It
Yeah.
develops slow.
Once you are bitten on the neck,
Neck,
it's
then
right
the
away.
artery.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
And
okay,
then,
okay.
you kena suck on, like, you're
Yeah,
down
yeah,
there all the
yeah.
time,
That's
already
true.
changing. Because the first one was that, remember the girl,
the girl,
that
the
ran
leg,
into the,
right?
yeah.
The leg bite.
It took forever for her to
Yeah,
change
yeah,
to a
Yeah.
zombie.
But
But
the
she
baseball girl.
She tried
Oh, that's
to.
true.
She tried
it.
to,
She
yeah.
tried it.
So
That
Yeah.
means she has watched zombie films before.
yeah,
No
probably.
lah, I think anyone who is mine, like a venom bite, I also die.
But strange why she ran into the train though.
Yeah, she was the culprit. She shouldn't have just sacrificed herself.
Yeah, lah,
Maybe she didn't know that she was gonna die that way.
Do you know this parasite, which finds host in snail?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Korean
Not the
film,
film, not the
Parasite.
film Parasite.
I was like, what
Yeah,
are
not
you gonna say?
not the Korean film Parasite. Yeah,
The actual
it's
parasite.
the actual parasite.
Yeah.
Then it goes into the eye of the
Snail.
snail, and it's got very colorful body, and it makes snail to swing the eye so that birds can eat it and bring them to
so it will
elsewhere.
the whole body.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Ah,
So
smart
This
parasite.
parasite can control our body in certain degree. Yeah. So that's why what's the thing, the bite from the dog
Rabies.
that oh yeah.
Rabies.
We would be not liking to be liked, and rumor says that
Oh my
was
God.
the original
Vampire.
vampire idea came from.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, so who knows this zombie virus
Mm.
or whatever Busan virus or whatever will control human to go nearer to human
Mm.
so that they can spread more.
Oh yeah.
It's a form of survival.
Yeah.
It's a form of survival for the parasites, right?
Actually, it happens to praying mantis also.
Praying
There's a
mantis.
worm, right, that gets into their body.
Mhm.
Then they get controlled for like maybe some time, and they're looking alive, but they're like zombies, like actually zombies, living dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe you
And
should
it
make a
does
film
it-
on that.
it came from
it
that.
does such to be eaten by birds as well, is it?
I don't know what happens after, but I've watched
okay.
the videos where if you dip the praying mantis inside water, right, the worm will start crawling out of his butt.
Mm.
In general, Korean movies, you guys like it or not? some people like really, no, I'm not going to watch Korean dramas and stuff. What about the films?
I mean, clearly Parasite was really good.
Yeah.
Definitely Parasite. And it says a lot about the under society, people who fall the cracks, right? Fall through the cracks, yeah. Definitely.
Quite a few old films I liked, like Old Boy. It's based on Japanese manga, but made in Korea to live action, which was very good. And some films that we won't be able to watch in many platforms now is by Kim Gi-duk. He did some, sexual harassment and all that. So, a lot of platform pulled down. So can't watch his film anymore. Yeah, which I know he's done bad thing, but immediately pull down from platform would raise another kind of question, isn't it? It's like,
how much?
Okay, he did bad.
Right.
Then we don't get to watch. What is that?
What's the relation
Yeah.
between his private life and his work?
He gets punished, okay. But audience gets punished for what?
Because I guess they're saying like you did bad, you're not going to get rewarded for your bad behavior. Because more of us watch, more money you'll get. Right?
I get the difficulty, the dilemma lah. But it's like, I guess people connect like works to directors, right? We're always thinking, who's the director? Then you want to watch again. I guess people don't want to reward.
Yeah, but to me, who is the director for directing reputation, not for his daily life? Or of course,
it's a dilemma lah. I guess
it's really bad, and it's not acceptable.
You condemn.
Yeah.
But you want to enjoy the work as is, right?
Yeah.
Plus the fact that how bad are his bad deeds. Like, right, if it's like really, really abhorrent crime, then I wouldn't want to know, I wouldn't want to watch anything he does, right? Whatever. So,
how did you guys think of the baseball team boy, Che Usik?
The main boy, right?
Yeah.
I felt like his acting wasn't very good.
Not very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he is meant to act someone who is younger than his actual age, right?
Oh, okay.
And that to me stands out. Like, as in, you don't have to necessarily look young, but he felt a bit too
mature.
Like he tried to be a bit boyish.
Okay, how
and
old
it
is he
was
supposed to
artificial.
be in the film?
I'm
How
not
old
sure.
is he
They're supposed
supposed
to
to
look
be?
like teenagers, right?
High school?
High school,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
High
It's
school.
17?
Yeah.
It's a baseball match in Busan or whatever, I think, because it's a whole team, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, he was a bit too mature for his age.
His acting was a bit artificial. I felt.
okay.
Okay, I'm not an actor.
Maybe I'm too critical.
I don't
Prior to this film, he acted in one Singapore film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Called In the Room
That's a
by
trivia.
Eric Koo.
Ah.
Yeah, it's also on Netflix, so you can watch and compare his role. Yeah, I like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll watch.
Yeah.
I'll take back my comment.
And-
Later I really slam. How
And
can
I
you
did
say
the
that about my
sound.
Korean
Yay.
oppa?
Ah,
You
okay.
first say that.
Got your plug. Okay.
Okay.
And I met him and had a drink, so that means he's not teenager.
Don't later he watch. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. I'm sure he gets praises lah for his acting.
But there's a
And he's the one who acted in Parasite as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
there's a sequel. There's a
is.
sequel to this.
Oh, Train to
To
Busan.
Train to
right?
Busan. But I think what I was reading, it is a standalone sequel. That means there's no relation to it.
Oh,
Huh?
okay. So
Yeah.
so it's like same setting with different.
Yeah, even the title, they just use the word, I think, paranormal or something. It's not paranormal.
Okay. And there's prequel, right?
Prequel, I'm not too sure.
Which one is the
Prequel.
animation one?
Prequel. And it's directed by same person. And this director's career started off as animation director. So
It's Peninsula.
Peninsula, okay.
What did I say just now? Paranormal.
Paranormal. Same P
Starts
lah.
with P, yeah.
Peninsula,
I suppose.
yeah. Didn't do that quite well. Only
Different
getting-
director, right?
Different. It only gets like 5.5 star upon 10.
Right. This prequel I would love to watch, but it wasn't on Netflix.
Since it's his specialty, right? Yeah. Actually, speaking of zombies in the film, right? Actually, I wanted to say the sister that turned into a zombie, right? It was only that moment.
sisters.
Yeah, the
Right.
older sister. It was only that moment that I considered, what if your temperament as a zombie is still somewhat related to how you were as a human?
Ooh.
Because do you remember the way
Zombie
she was
with a
looking
character.
lost and
There
still
was
looking very
such
kind?
film, yeah.
Zombie with personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
zombie carries on the habit they had in
Yeah.
the before. Is it Zombieland? No, no.
Korean movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about it's like in a building, right?
Oh no. It's older than that, but I know where you're coming from. It's the Netflix series, not series, but Netflix original movie. Right? I haven't watched that. That's in my list also. Yeah, so don't spoil. Yeah.
That's about to spoil. The first scene, right? You see the deer.
The deer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's thank you. Yeah.
Like, hello, the deer, huh? Like, it's so fake. From afar, like it looked very fake. But from
Okay.
up close, I was like, wow, very real. So I was like, what's the discrepancy? Like, I don't know. I kind of caught on, and it's a bit. When you tell me that
It has
like he
quality
specializes in
production, I suppose.
animation, that's a bit strange. It wasn't very
Okay.
believable.
To me, right? How did all this happen? What is the start?
Yep.
You know, is that the deer? The deer started it, or what? Is it before that?
Yeah.
Prior?
Did the human bite deer?
Yeah.
Or
all
deer
of a
beat
sudden, there's
deer?
zombies everywhere.
They,
Zombie
they, they said that there
apocalypse.
was some virus thing in the
Oh yes,
experiment.
yes. The
The
company,
experiment, right? Yeah.
the funding company that
Yeah.
protagonist is investing on, right?
In this scientific company, and maybe they tested on animals. Animal testing.
Maybe.
Right?
Then
That's-
they
that's
were
how
animals.
I- that's how I saw
I
it.
see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, then it
Okay.
spread from the wild. And
Okay,
then-
to me, right, that scene, that shot, okay, nice beginning, but that tells us this virus or whatever infects not only human but,
But
other
animals.
animals as well.
Right? But so what
Yeah.
happens to the
Then
animals?
what about insects?
insects?
This sounding a bit like a Naruto film.
No, I'm just
Okay.
expecting like
Reanimation jutsu.
I'm expecting like lions running across,
Yeah.
they become like zombies.
Yeah, then,
Deer
then
hopping.
Jurassic
funnily.
World again.
Yeah,
It will be another premise lah.
Yeah.
The entire ecosystem.
Yep,
rabbit
exactly.
running instead of hopping,
Mm.
looking all weird. So anyways, so I don't know whether you guys really glad that you watched Train to Busan
Oh,
or
yes,
not.
yes.
But
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I-
You went to
Korea.
catch
I knew you were gonna
Train
ask
to
me.
Busan. Yeah.
Unfortunately, my memory fails me. Cannot remember.
But
In the
was the
cinemas.
art convincing?
Oh, I actually wanted to bring this up
Mm.
because I went to Busan, right? And the train that we took back was like 4 p.m.
Mm.
from Busan back.
Mm.
And oh my God, like, firstly, it was the same place, right? Same space. And it was literally just my friend group and like 2 other people.
Mm.
And the wind was like crazy strong, like got resistance one,
Wind
Yeah, there was a lot of wind there.
inside.
And I was like, what if we're in the set? Like, what if they're filming
Wind.
something?
Not G. Not the
Outside, okay,
airforce.
no, at the platform.
Oh, platform.
platform
It's just
of the
windy
train.
lah on
Right,
that
right.
Okay, but I
day.
was very scary, okay? You go watch the
Because you watched
film.
the film.
Yeah, you
So anyway,
really got the
how was
vibes.
it? It's like you guys feel like, ooh, I'm in Train to Busan.
Okay, we did say
From
like as a joke
Busan.
lah, but we're just tired. Like it was really nothing. Not
Okay,
fast, not scary.
It was a bit of trick question
Huh?
because,
What you gonna ask
uh,
me on?
because this Train to Busan, right, was supported by the train company in Korea.
Yeah, Korail. I saw KTX.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or
KTX,
Korail
yeah.
also.
So that's why I asked you about the art and interior.
Different really lah.
Because-
That one 2016.
No,
Now
no.
look
Oh,
It's a
different.
okay,
real,
okay,
it's a real
okay, okay.
train.
Looks a
Yeah.
bit different.
Right.
Yeah.
Because JR, Japan Rail,
Mm.
would never allow this kind of film to be shot on their train.
Oh, why?
Reason?
Yeah.
Reason being?
Bad image?
Oh,
Just like hijacking film.
I see,
Yeah.
I see. That means the security is not good enough.
Yeah,
that zombies can
What?
come in.
Come on.
That's
Wow.
Japan lah. That's Japan.
The censorship.
Yeah. No, not
So-
censorship. I felt that's their corporate image that they want to.
Yeah.
But people don't see it that way. What? When you watch a film, you know it's fictional. You
They-
suspend your
Oh,
disbelief.
you don't know
Probably,
how
they-
people can
they-
get dumb.
Yeah. It's like taking blame for something.
Yeah.
That means if you allow this, that means we are not good enough. We did not take care
And
of
like
you.
Singapore MRT
God. Who?
never allow local crew to shoot,
To
but
shoot.
Hong Kong.
About
Really?
They let
Hong Kong?
Hong Kong production to shoot
That
What
they
the
allow
hell?
it.
MRT. Yeah.
Well,
I
that
shouldn't
one
show
is
my reaction.
different
Later I
story.
gonna-
Very.
Okay, so that's our reviews and reaction on Train to Busan. Definitely we're gonna talk more about other films. Maybe not zombie
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
More Korean films, maybe.
It was definitely a good zombie film, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure more Korean films to come.
Be
Yeah,
reviewed.
but we don't have to restrict to anywhere.
Yes.
like
Korean,
yeah,
Japanese,
Iceland,
Hindustani, Malay,
Films, full stop.
French. Yeah.
Chinese. Okay. That's about all for today. Thank you.
Thank
See
you all
guys
for
again.
listening. Goodbye.
再见。
Sayonara.
Sayonara. Mata ashita.
Mata
Whoa, see you tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Tomorrow, maybe next week.
Okay.
Tomorrow you can
Bye.
rewatch.